If you knew that you could not fail, if I were able to issue you an ironclad guarantee of success, what project would you attempt?
I would hope to become involved in something that could change the way we have consistently done business in these United States.
For instance?
It probably would be something to do with not only voter registration, but voter involvement.
Participation.
And so it would be a program which in a way got started in the last election, the last national election, when more and more people were brought into the system. What I would like to see is everyone having a high interest in national governing so that they became, in every community, that voting was not only a privilege and a right, but something that everyone felt they must do if they were to become an involved citizen and to make a difference in the way we are governed. What I want to try to instill in people is that it is such a privilege. We can start with children, very young children, and in our educational process, it's an accepted part of living in this nation that you are proud to vote.
Humanity has just passed 7 billion people, just a few days ago, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I saw that.
Let's pretend for a moment that all 7 billion of us are going to watch this video. What would you say to us?
Be involved. Very simply. Understand that you live in a great nation. It's only great if you're involved and a part of it. And by standing aside, you're going to live very mundane, ordinary lives when you could lead great lives. And involve yourself in every aspect of your community, of your state, and of your nation. And by doing that, I think we're going to have a better world, because we are going to continue to be the leaders of the world, and that leadership has got to be at the highest level. And we've got to elect people that will carry that philosophy forward. If we could all be decent human beings, if we could all treat one another exactly like we wish to be treated, and if everyone could have educational opportunities which create this type of individual, I think we'd be taking a step in becoming a better world. And I think my philosophy is, and not shared by everyone, is we're all put on earth to do something. And we can either waste it or we can do something.
What is your favorite movie?
Forrest Gump.
Why?
I like Forrest Gump because he was an ordinary guy who did extraordinary things. And whether it's true or not, it just showed that people can achieve things. Everybody can achieve something.
Even a guy who's got an IQ of 85.
Yeah. And it just kind of gave you a sense of hope. I don't know. Maybe it was because one of those movies you could sit back and just relax. It wasn't always, drumming at you. I'm Forrest Gump's mother.
Okay.
I can relate more to a kid who, and her courage in seeing the best in her child.
Even though the people around her weren't seeing that same best.
That's right. That's right. She saw it, and that was the motivation.
We should all have a mother more like you.
Oh, yeah.
Who are your heroes?
Eleanor Roosevelt.
Why?
She was a woman before her time. She was a woman that had, I think, some private hardships in her life, but pushed them aside and went on to being a great woman, and a woman who was kind of the leading force that brought legal women voters, women into the world of politics. She was in a world that could have put her on the back burner. She could have been, she had a lot of children, she could have just been, his wife. But she chose to be independent in a time.
Those before her and after her chose to just be his wife.
Yeah, it was a very difficult time. And another person that I admire greatly, I hope this admiration can continue, is Barack Obama and his wife.
I see you have a letter here from him and Vice President Biden.
Yeah, I went to the inauguration, and that was the official invitation. And I took my daughter, my oldest daughter, who had become also involved in the political world. I admire him because I think he puts principles first. I think people will criticize him for trying to get along with Congress. I see it as a plus. I see a man who...
He's the only grown-up in the room.
Yeah, I see a man who's being battered by a group that wants to say no to some very good ideas, who don't want him to achieve anything, who want him to fail, and he still comes out with that fighting spirit that says certain things need to be done in this country, and I'm going to do what I can to achieve those.
Thank you very much for consenting to this interview. You've been very gracious with your time and your energy. I wish you only good luck and that God should bless your ongoing efforts.
All right. I enjoyed it.